Hello everybody, this is Jim Austin. I'm the editor of Science Careers. It's Monday morning about 10:30 and I'm sitting here in Portland, Maine still when I should be at AAAS headquarters in Washington, D.C. I was planning to take a train up to Princeton on Wednesday morning, but circumstances intervened and I've had to cancel the trip. So I'm using video to be there, kind of. I've never done this before. I hope it turns out okay. We'll see. Anyway, I'm not really needed there. Our big news will be delivered by Bill and Cynthia over the next 40 minutes or so. I'll just say that this is a project that I'm very excited about, one of the biggest things to happen for those of us who care about careers in the sciences for a long time. But I will leave that to Bill and Cynthia. For now, I just want to thank the people who worked hard on this project. FASEB's representatives, including most recently Jennifer Hoban. Then there's Phil Clifford of the Medical College of Wisconsin, who, in addition to his work on this project, has been working hard and well in this sector for a pretty long time. There's Bill Lindstedt and Cynthia Furman, your presenters today, both of them from UCSF. And finally, last but not least, there's the IT staff at AAAS, my organization, who did a superb job of taking this already well fleshed out idea, fleshing it out a bit more, and turning it into a computer application. Specifically, I'm talking about Michael Savelli and Zdenek Beka. My contribution, I think my colleagues will agree, has mostly been to keep out of the way. Now I want to show you a few things about Science Careers, about our website. So I'll switch the view from me to my computer screen. So it's probably pretty familiar to most of you. One thing I'll show you up front is this is our global homepage, but if you click on where it says Science Magazine, or Career Magazine, sorry. If you click on Career Magazine, a little slow this morning, you get a page which has the same articles on it. It doesn't have the search box, but it has a few additional resources, and I'll point out some of those. We have a few content collections on the site. If you look up in the Spotlight section, you can see a few of them. We have a content collection about working in pharma. Let's take a look at that. So you can see there's a fairly large number of resources. Each of these links leads to an article on working in the pharmaceutical industry. So let's go back there. We also are displaying here content collections on science writing and editing careers, delivering scientific presentations, careers in clinical and translational research. That's an especially rich one, so let me take you there for a moment. This was sponsored by, this whole collection of content was sponsored by the Burroughs Wellcome Fund. It's quite excellent and, as I've said, extensive. If you've got kids who are listen to me. If you've got students who are interested in careers in clinical science, translational science, thinking perhaps about a dual degree program, there's a lot of stuff on there that they really ought to read. Now here's an interesting one. Over the years, starting in 2003 actually, we've been doing features on, special features. And they cover a wide range of topics. This is where they're all collected together. So, for example, computational neuroscience, human genetics and health careers, polar research, pharmacy careers, systems biology, more recently, scientists working with volunteers, focus on aging, and so on. So there's a lot of good stuff here. It's a good way to find collections, another kind of collection of content that is useful to someone who's interested in pursuing those fields. Now I'll talk very briefly about search. I want to make sure that you are aware of our advanced search page because frankly the search box on the front page doesn't work all that well. Here you can search by particular keywords. You can search by an exact phrase. If you happen to be looking for an article and you remember who wrote it, you can search by author. Number of different options here which can help you refine your search. Now, if you're frustrated by what you're accomplishing on search, can't find what you're looking for, turn to Google, because Google is really good at that sort of thing. Now, if you go to Google's advanced search page, you can do a search on a particular site or domain. So I'll click on there, and I'm going to type in sciencecareers.com sciencemag.org, which is actually where this site is hosted. So you need to enter that and not just the www.sciencecareers.org. And then you can search on whatever you wish. Let's search on an exact phrase, and let's say science editing. So Google shows you, along with some sponsored results, it shows you that you have 124 search results. That's how many articles we have on our site that mention science editing. So that's also a very useful resource. Now finally, I will mention our more social options that I hope your students and you are aware of. First, there's our blog. And this is our most recent job postings here. This was posted just this morning. If you're interested in careers in science, I'd say it's a must read. We monitor what's going on out there, and we try to keep people up to date on it. Over here, here is our LinkedIn group, the Science Careers LinkedIn group. You've got my email address and my phone number if you want me to point you more towards it. If you can't find it, let me know. It's an invitation only or permission only group, but of course if you apply, if you want to get in, I will let you in. So the other thing I wanted to point out for you and for the trainees you work with is our Facebook page, which is simply at www.facebook.com/sciencecareers. We're approaching 12,000 likes, friends, whatever you call them. It's a very active page, a lot of good stuff there as well. So in addition to our homepage, we have a variety of social media options that I hope that you guys will take advantage of and that your trainees will as well. So thank you for your attention. I'll close with some ideas and requests. The key for any career seeker is knowledge. I'm sure you'll agree about that. And knowledge comes basically in two forms. First, there's data, and specifically now I'm talking about reporting on career outcomes. I'm sure I don't have to tell you that this is hugely important, and despite all the attention that's been paid to the issue of scientific careers in the last few years, we need far more of it. Over the last few months, there has been some good data on career preferences, some of it from your presenters today. That's good. But what's still missing is data on career outcomes. We have a rough idea how many people are ending up in tenure-track faculty posts, for example. But what about the rest? Finding a career in science is a struggle, but it usually gets done. If you have an advanced degree in science, your career prospects are better than most people's. But this is a funny space that we're working in, and that most of the jobs people end up taking aren't visible, even quite late in their training. And when they leave the classic science careers behind, they disappear from our radar. We need to know where they end up. It's great to talk about policy careers and communication careers and patent law and big data and all of that. But how many of our graduates end up doing those particular jobs? And where exactly? At what institutions or companies? You may already be doing this, but I'd like to encourage you all to work with your alumni or development offices or whatever part of your institution is interested in these issues, and figure out how to collect these data, anonymized of course. I'm interested in a national project to try and collect and aggregate such data. If you are too, let me know. All right, that's it. That's all I got for today. I wish I could have been there in person, but I appreciate your sparing the time to listen to my presentation. So thank you, and I look forward to seeing you all at a future meeting.